An interview on myInterview is an increasingly popular way that companies screen job applicants. So what exactly are they? What can I expect when I go into one of these interviews? And better yet, how do I ace them? My name is Patrick, and I'll show you everything you need to know about this interview and how to ace it. And at the end of this video, I'll show you an extra special tip that will boost your confidence and make you outshine the competition. So instead of a classic interview where you're face-to-face with your interviewer, either physically or virtually through a tool like Zoom, here the interviewer is nowhere to be found. It's a really unsettling experience, and if you've been through one before, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. The interview starts off by showing you a question. This can be either as a pre-recorded video or as text on screen. You'll usually have some time to prepare your answer. Normally that's around 30 seconds. A timer will be on screen displaying how much time you have left. Once your prep time is up, the record timer will start counting down. That's the amount of time you have to answer the question. Usually that's around 60 seconds. Once you've answered the question, another question will be displayed. This will repeat until there are no more questions for you and the interview is over. You won't get any feedback on your answers, and you won't be able to re-record in case you stumble. That's just the basics. But how do we really ace this interview? Let's go into more detail. By the way, if you feel like you're getting value from this video, please consider liking and subscribing. We're constantly pushing out new content that will help your job search and career. And check out tryvoomer.com. You can practice on questions for thousands of companies in an environment similar to my interviews, and you'll get instant AI-powered feedback on your answers so you can quickly improve and land that dream job. All right, let's go into more detail about how to ace the interview. We're gonna break this down into 3 stages: what to do before the interview, how to prepare an answer, and what to pay attention to while you answer the question. Before you even click on the interview link, we have to take care of the basics. Being on camera is nothing like a face-to-face interview. While you might think you look great, the reality is that it doesn't matter what you think. What matters is how the computer interprets you. So to put your best foot forward, follow these simple steps. First, raise your camera up to eye level. This helps simulate an actual face-to-face conversation rather than you looking down towards your laptop. Then, take a look at your background. Does it look messy and unprofessional? Tidy it up, or just angle your camera to a place where your background looks great. And remember, it's perfectly okay to do your interview with a plain white wall behind you. Next comes lighting. Turn on the lights in the room that you're in. Dark backgrounds don't look good on camera. Just ensure that you don't have any mirrors, windows, or bright lights in your background, since those can be very distracting. You also have to be well lit. So place a lamp behind your camera so that your face is well lit. Record a short video of yourself talking. How do you look? Do you feel good about yourself? If so, great. What about how you sound? Do you sound loud and clear, or is your audio tinny and crackling? If you sound great, we're good to go. If not, consider investing in a cheap lapel microphone. These can really boost the quality of your audio. And finally, dress code. Wear whatever is the norm in the industry you are applying to. Most questions on these interviews are behavioral questions, so you want to be ready for them. Search for the corporate values of the company you're applying to and write them down. Then, write down instances from your career and personal life where you had to deal with instances related to those competencies and values. So if the company that I'm applying to lists initiative as a core value, I'm gonna write down an example of how I set up a YouTube channel with 0 experience, because that shows initiative. Great, now you've got everything properly set up, so let's begin the interview. Let's talk about what you should do with the time you have to prepare your answer. After you begin your interview, you'll be shown a question and a timer will start counting down. Typically, you have 30 seconds to prepare your answer. Read the question and think about a time in your career or personal life where you had to demonstrate the ability that they're asking you about. Now, we're going to use a STAR method. S is for situation, T, task, A, action, and R, results. Check out this video to learn more about the STAR method and how that can really help you ace the interview. So keep that example from your career in mind and write down STAR. Now you have to write 1 or 2 words for each of those letters, and keep it short because you really won't have time for more than 1 or 2 words. Let me illustrate with an example. Let's say you were asked a question about initiative. So let's use that example I mentioned previously about setting up a YouTube channel. For S, or situation, I'm going to write career change, because that's a situation I was in. I wanted a career change. For T, or task, I'm going to write YouTube, because that's what I set out to achieve, create a YouTube channel. For A, or action, I'm going to write trial and error, because that's what I actually did. I created this channel through trial and error. And finally, for R, which is results, I will write down users, because we manage to get thousands and thousands of users visiting us every day, and that is a great result. This way, I know exactly how to answer my question. Everything is laid out and well structured in front of me. If I panic, I just look down at my notes and I know what to say. Great. So now the prep timer is over, and now the record timer has started flashing on your screen. What do we do? The number one thing you have to keep in mind is energy. Speak with a passion and directly into the camera. Do your best to try and smile. Being on camera dulls people down, so make sure you compensate for that by being very enthusiastic when you answer your questions. While it can be very hard to maintain eye contact while you're answering the question, it is very important to do your best to maintain eye contact. Place a sticker next to the camera lens to remind you where you have to look while you're answering the question. And if you get nervous for whatever reason, just look down at the notes you prepared in the previous section and you'll be back on track. The last tip I have for you is about confidence. Unfortunately, confidence is a tricky thing and everyone approaches it in a different way. The best way that I found to improve my confidence is to practice. And a great way to get that practice and improve your confidence is to head over to tryvoomer.com, where you can practice on questions for thousands of different companies and get AI-powered feedback on your answers so you can quickly improve and outshine the competition. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments. I usually reply within a day. And as always, good luck with your interview. Check out the rest of our channel for more interview tips, including things such as improving your camera and audio setup.